always creating, but there's a whole lot of good stuff on the new album, like the Apollo King and New York. And there's a song I wrote about Buddy Holly on there called Visionary Heart, which is a beautiful song. And I just. You know, Dennis. I'm like you. We love the music from the streets, the first generation rock and rollers, and all the music that attitude from New York, whether the musicians or songwriters, or it's just has a certain I don't know. It rings true. That music from the streets.
Yeah, my man. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm saying we're still trying to pass it on and move it on,
My man Bruce Bruno's out there listening. When's the last time you spoke to Bruce?
Bruce was the greatest entertainer in the Bronx, man. That guy was like, if I could have got 10% of what he was doing, I would, which I couldn't. If I did, I could have made it even a little. Maybe first, that guy, he was the entertainer of entertainers. He just, I don't know, he was gifted, and we all loved. Just he left it all out there when he was out there, and he put it out.
And
so I want to give him a shout out because he made my younger years very interesting.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. But Bruce, when he around the old neighborhood in the West End near Rochelle, boy, and he sang on the corners, people just flocked. They just loved his voice. He can go from low to falsetto in a second. And then when he started doing his flips, he was just an amazing guy.
Absolutely. I remember we went to a private party once, and he hit the last note, and there was a pool. There was a pool at this beautiful private house, and a high diving board, and he kind of did a backflip off the diving board, holding the last note. So that's the kind of entertainer he was.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the phone with us, Dion DiMucci, and great Happy New Year to Dion. And he wants to give a big shout out. But one more thing, you talk about the stories, Dion, and I love when you're on stage and you talk about all those entertainers you were hanging out with, like Paul Anka and just all those people that you run into, Ricky Nelson, all those people. They're just great stories. What a great life. You got to be blessed. And, of course, you have the great talent. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You got the ultimate. And, of course, all those recordings and songs, classic songs, and just goes on and on. You got to be so happy with your life.
Well, it's not only that, because I know a lot of people that have a tremendous amount of wealth and power and honor in their life, and you don't know what they're thinking 2 o'clock in the morning. They could be very depressed. And so it's not a matter of having all this stuff, but I truly believe you have to, this year everybody should, the most courageous thing you could do is open your heart to your Creator. And God made us in such a way only to work well when we're in union with Him. So I think it's good to just go with Him and go with His lead and keep Him in your life, because that's where all the health and the true wealth and the true beauty and the true honesty and goodness and friendship comes from. If you don't have that, you're kind of like, it's kind of like there's something missing, no matter how much you have. But what I wanted to say is I'm very grateful for my life. I think I'm a grateful man, but I feel so blessed because I feel blessed by God.
Yes, great. Now, Dee, I got to tell you this, because everywhere I go, people keep asking me this and telling me this. They said, when is Dion going to close the street down in the Bronx and just have an outdoor concert in the street? One of those politicians promoting the show, and just close it down and have a real king of the New York streets with Dion, like down on Arthur Avenue, just block it down. And I said, I don't know, but that would be a cool thing. Did you ever think of doing something like that?
That is a great idea. Thank you, Dennis. Maybe we can make that happen.
Oh, yeah, we can make that happen. That would be a great event. But anyway, I'll let you go because I know you're very busy on New Year's Day. You want to say hello to the children and call a couple of friends, and your wife is probably waiting there. How many years has it been now with your wife?
You know, Susan and I have been to, well, we've been married 53 years, but I met her on the streets right there on Arthur Avenue back in the mid-50s. You know, I got to tell you, that strength from that neighborhood, you know, from Arthur Avenue and I don't know, there's something about the neighborhood that gives you a strength that transcends all human understanding. You know, you could be with the kings of the world, or with, you could be sitting in a prison with, the only reason why they're there is they got caught. I didn't, so I feel at home there too. You know, the only difference between us.
And just one more thing, when you come up here, you got to promise me we go to Rigoletto's and have some rigatoni with.
Patsy.
Yeah.
And Riggy.
Yeah. And
get, you got to get pistachio cheesecake.
Yeah, that's the best.
There's nothing like it.
You want to give a shout out and a big Happy New Year to all your Bronx fans and everyone listening around the world on the internet and Queens and Westchester. Give a big shout out, and I'll let you go. And I thank you so much and appreciate the fact you give us a couple of minutes here on Club Dennis on the radio. So give a shout out to all your fans.
I will. Hey, love you guys. Thank you for all the support all these years and for being there and for making a guy like me, an Italian Bronx kid, Catholic kid from the Bronx, feel like a king. I thank you. God bless you. Have a beautiful year. And I'm with you all the way in my prayers, buddy.
Thank you.
Stay well. God bless you all.
And give him a big yo.
Yo.
All right, DION DiMucci, thank you for a few minutes. Happy New Year to you and your family. Look forward to 2017. Thank you, brother. Be well and keep rocking out there.
You too, Dennis. Stay well.
All right, bye-bye. Thank you. And let's go out.
Rock on.